Good afternoon, everybody. This is Arthur Black Bear, and today we're going to be talking about the Mount Shasta Community Garden and the people who are totally involved and dedicated. We have Eric and we have Steve. They're two members of the community who have dedicated themselves to bring together a garden fresh of vegetables and beautiful flowers, and we're just going to talk to them about how to put a community garden together. We're also going to talk a little bit about future events coming up. And right now, hey, Eric, tell me, is it really easy or is it really hard?
It's really easy.
Oh!
Just throw in the seeds and everything pops up.
Everything pops up. Oh, tell me, is there, what are you eating so far now?
Broccoli, basil. It's about all I have so far that I've eaten.
And Steve, what are you chewing on these days?
I have a nice patch of Chinese greens.
Ooh.
Bok choy, different mustards, cabbages.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Did you bring any? We got all these flowers. Are they edible?
Well, I don't know if you like plastic.
But you're not growing plastic. You're doing the real thing, right? So you have a Chinese garden, right? Is that it? Or assortment of things? What are they?
Yeah.
What's in them?
Well, they're mostly cabbage family. There's a Chinese mustard. Then there's some arugula and some Belgian endive, or endive, however you want to pronounce it. The next patch over, more arugula and some lettuce coming up underneath it. Patch of carrots, not ready yet.
Not ready.
It takes longer. Spinach, Critter's got a lot of the spinach.
The critters.
Be a while. There is a little of that coming back now.
Wow.
And
so you're having problems with some critters. What are they? Little squirrels?
little ground squirrels.
Little ground squirrels. Are they getting them before you are?
Well, early in the spring, we were really losing a lot. They're not quite as hungry now, and maybe the fences, the little chicken wire that we put up, it's starting to be semi-effective.
There you go. You have to kind of work with them. Eric, what are you doing with your garden to keep the critters out?
Yeah, chicken wire.
Chicken wire.
We have our perimeter fence is this deer fence, and it's plastic, small holes, but they can still get through that. But the chicken wire they can't get through. So
Okay.
maybe chipmunks, but
The baby ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what got you involved with the community garden?
I've never done gardening myself, but kind of always wanted to, and didn't have a place, so it seems like a good idea. I've participated and helped my mom in her community garden, her retirement community, but something I always wanted to do, and I want to be able to get my own organic vegetables out of the garden. So
there you go.
That's my enticement there.
So who was the brainchild of this? Who started it? Whose idea was this to create a community garden?
I think about a year ago, I know Fred Lewis and Phil York were real early movers and shakers. Molly Brown had a group called the Alliance for the Post-Petroleum Local Economy, and the garden was a project that kind of spun off of that group. And the Mount Shasta Bioregional Ecology Center has been very supportive. They were there, and they helped us get our big grant that's going to get our fence off the ground and really
off the ground or in the ground?
What do you think? Well, the top part's off the ground, and then the posts are in the ground.
Goes in the ground, and that's going to keep the critters out.
Right.
Oh, we hope. So, are you having problems with the deer?
Not yet.
Not yet. You pretty much got
So far, we've kept the deer out.
You got the deer taken care of. So, go on about who created the brainchild of it. Had Molly.
So John Roshek was really instrumental. He pretty much led the group through the first 6 months. He got tired and wanted to go into the background. They drafted me to be more or less coordinator.
Oh, okay.
And that was just about a month or so ago.
Okay.
But it's been so many different people have contributed, and it's amazing to see what's come together. And it's I remember last fall thinking, gee, is this really going to happen? When we started out with this piece of Shasty's Park that had it'd been a place where they dumped all the fill material and the leftover brush from the other projects, the ball fields and the dog park. And it got going.
It got going. That's good. That's good. Hey, Eric, tell me about the fence that you guys are going to be putting in.
Well, we've definitely been through a lot of phases, but the fence, we applied for a grant and we got one from the McConnell Foundation, and there's signs all around the Shasty's Park where our garden's located. They've financed a lot of stuff, but we got the grant. We're still waiting for the money to come in, but when it does, we're going to put up a nice permanent fence, one that keeps all the critters out and deer, and it's a real nice perimeter fence that will last for years and years and years.
Now, how many plots do you guys have available for the public?
Well, right now we have a small percentage of our area. The total area is about a third of an acre, and we're utilizing a little over half. And a lot of it in the future, a lot of the other half will be a flower and rock garden. A lot of there's a beautification project underway. A little subcommittee. Some of the women involved are more involved in making flower and rock gardens happen there. And we're gonna have a mural and a shed, and all this stuff's happening. But right now we have about 20 plots. We still have about 5 to 7 still available. Even more if we split up some of the plots into smaller sizes. And once the full perimeter fence is built, we'll have at least another 12 full-size ones more, maybe 15. So we'll have a total of about 35. Right now we have about 20.
35. All right. So you have more coming up. You still have some available. And where can they reach you to obtain these plots?
MountShastaCommunityGarden.com.
Mount Shasta
Or
Community
we have
Garden.
voicemail.
Or the voicemail. What's the phone number?
926-7766.
Say it again.
926-7766.
All right.
It's our voicemail.
So those are the two places that they can communicate with you personally, or with the
garden.
The garden keepers.
I seem to be the front communication. They'll talk to me first.
Good. All right. Hey, let's look at some of the pictures that we have for on camera 4. There we go. What's this going on over here? This is looks like just the very beginning of your system. Breaking land. The fence isn't even up.
Well, you can see a few posts there, and the fence we have now is semi-transparent. It's one of these plastic deer fences. And this is back in April, before the trees leafed out, and we're just starting to dig. That's right after we had the boundaries of the individual plots staked out.
The next picture? Looks like you're up there with your arms up in the air.
Breaking ground.
Breaking more ground there.
Looks like we have our temporary. We're building our fence there, our temporary fence. Yeah, we built up original temporary fence and we expanded it a little more. And before that, that whole plot was once just scrub, as he was explaining, and it got cleared, and we had a tractor mow the whole thing.
Now this looks like you're digging down. Is that what you're doing there? Digging down into the ground and putting in your fencing?
Well, this is actually in my own individual plot. I'm doing a technique called double digging, where you actually dig out the first foot of your soil, and then you turn over the next foot to loosen it up, and then work the top foot back in, adding all your soil amendments, your manure, your compost, your bone meal. and taking out your rock, of course. The soil needed work. It's called a gravelly, loamy sand.
Gravelly, loamy sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
hold
it's-
water very well at all.
Right, right. Now, what are we doing here? Is this the different segments, different plots?
You can see that there's a row. There's our large row, I think. That's a 5-foot walkway. And you can kind of see the plots. There's about 3 or 4 deep there. They're about 12 by 12 in size.
Now, that looks like a cave in there. Is that
What is that?
how deep yours is?
Yeah, well, it looks deeper than it is. I wasn't trying to go to China or anything.
Yeah.
It's not a mining shaft.
It's a vegetable
Steve-
shaft.
Right.
Steve had the first plot. He developed his plot first, and his was really first class looking and kind of intimidated others because he didn't want to put so much work into it. You don't have to.
Right,
A lot of people come in with all sorts of different designs that were not as elaborate and fancy and well designed. Just farming.
A lot of people
he
were
set the
more
bar.
artistic.
He set the
Right,
bar, the
okay.
standard really for doing a good job.
Well, that's an interesting picture.
we
So,
go.
now, how far along are you guys now? Oh, I see you got some wood around that plot.
Yeah,
Now, what does that do? Does that help keep the fresh new soil in there?
yeah. By the time you work the soil, you get a little more air content. Then you add your manure, your compost. You have more soil than you started out. So you really need to raise your beds a little bit if you're doing it that way.
Now, whose plot is this?
That's Eric's.
That looks like mine.
All right. You look like you've
I had-
got a pretty good sized one there.
Yeah, that's a 12 by 12. I have a walkway in between, so it looks like I have 2 smaller plots that are about 6 by 12. And I was traveling to the coast and I picked up a bunch of wood at Crescent City. So the perimeter of mine is made out of driftwood.
Driftwood.
Just dug that in
That's
and
creative.
dug out, and removed out some of the real dry soil and put some manure. We've made some community runs for manure that's been donated, horse manure and llama manure. So I added llama manure and
Now,
compost.
What's the difference between the llama and the horse manure?
Llama manure is much darker, and
Okay.
apparently it seems to be very nice. Both of them seem to have nice qualities, but
Llama
the
not so
llama
acid?
manure might have had some seeds,
Ah.
a lot of weed seeds, but it seemed to be really a good quality stuff.
The horse is a little bit higher in nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Okay.
The llama manure is easier to use. You can use it more than 50% if you have enough.
Oh my goodness, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ever going to get a close-up of those boxes in the background. Michael and Wendy and John were using more of an urban gardening technique there. They had these cedar boxes 4 feet by 4 feet. They filled them with all store-bought ingredients, vermiculite, a very high-quality compost, what else? So they have a weed-free surface, and
There's actually no soil in it. It came out of a book. One of our founder, the founding leader was John Roshek. He was really into this 4x4 gardening, and it's a book, a particular method, and
Next picture.
you can. It's pretty exciting how they're each the 4x4 is split up into 16 little areas, and they have something growing out of each one.
they're trying to really
pretty exciting.
maximize the production you can get per square foot. That's why they call it square foot gardening.
Yeah, you can kind of see in the far back of those are the squares. There's that 4 to 5 squares in
And,
there.
and how many more of those squares do you have left?
Well,
4 or 5?
those 4x4s were individual little gardens that they basically built and brought in and filled the soil in there.
They fit 4 of them on the 12 by 12 plot, which is the standard size that we came up with. we ran around and around before we settled on that.
Yeah.
I heard there was a debate between plots and beds.
Plots and rows, right?
And rows.
The original founder Rochek wanted to actually we simply had made the plan. It had kind of evolved, and we're all going to have these 4-foot rows, and everybody would just get it, 10 feet or 20 feet or whatever you wanted of these 4-foot rows, and then we had to change our plan to have individual 12 by 12 plots, and that concept was more appealing to most and as you see it now, and you don't actually have any perfectly up-to-date photos. We have about 12 really developed gardens, and everyone's doing their own thing. It's all individual. It's really unique. It's kind of fun to see how each garden is developed and growing different things and having their own style and pathways, and so this way has really worked well for us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Now this is just the beginning. What's happening now as far as there's growth, there's actual growth, and how many people have plots?
Well, we have right now we have 13 plots. So some of them are couples, and some of them are, a couple of those are 6 by 6s. One of them's a 12 by 6. So we can actually adjust the size plot for how big someone wants to garden.
Now, what's this little gal doing? She looks like
oh, that's right. She's gardening with one of the gals, and they were building a plot. Their plot's further to the right, but that's a girl named Ira, a little Russian girl.
Are they
nice.
sifting the sand through or the dirt through there?
Yeah, we're digging out and sifting out. There's a lot of rocks down there we had to get out and break up the soil.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Hey, I got a little fun thing. There's a Mount Shasta garden tour coming up on Saturday, June 23rd from 10 to 3 p.m. There's an old-fashioned country acres, large, long, established gardens and garden islands, and stone gardens, and wooden gardens and artistic gardens. Different places, different people are bringing. I think Spring Hill Nursery and Gardens is actually sponsoring this, but Linda Sue Reynolds is going to be producing it, so keep your eye open for that. And let me see.
We're not on it yet.
You're not on it yet, but you're
Maybe
here
next
before
year.
them.
Yeah.
You're much here before them.
We're not well established.
But you are now.
We're inviting all people to come out and join.
And actually,
We have
most of
plots
us are
available.
newcomers. We're learning.
And now this is at the Shastis
Shastis
Park
Mhm.
on Rockefeller.
Right. It's right in the middle. You've got to walk, go to the back, and you can come back around. It's
By the dog park.
Yeah, past the baseball field, between the baseball field and the dog park, the dog walk
Very
park.
good. We like that. Anything else you want to talk about on that level of the garden?
Well, I should say the garden is a project of Mesbeck. So we talked about the foundations of how it happened, but the garden is actually Mesbeck. We're a project with them. So.
Okay. And what company is that? I mean, give me a little information about that company.
Right.
The Bioregional Ecology Center.
Okay. And
They're an official nonprofit group. So if anyone wants to make a tax-deductible donation, they can receive it for us.
Very good.
And they also helped us with our grant application. Of course, Mike Rodriguez and Beth Freeman were also very helpful in getting the grant that got us started.
And we've
Like
received a
that.
few grants, a couple individual grants.
Yeah, individual. They bring that money goes into fencing and plumbing. You have water for every little plot.
We've had huge projects. To get to where we're at right now has been a lot of work. We actually had to, all the planning phases, all the meetings, the discussions, but beyond that, which was a lot, we actually had to run. We had to run a water system and trench and install. We we had to pay for that. That was, I don't know, about 300 feet to bring the water to where we can access it. Then we had to have another huge project of installing the water within the plots itself. So each plot actually has its own spigot, so someone could theoretically have their own timer, their own thing. So that was a lot of work, and a guy named Gabriel Hoff volunteered his time. He's a local landscape contractor, and he's been involved from the beginning. He knows a lot, and a lot of all of us were out there digging, and it's a lot of work.
That's good.
A lot of work, and that's been a lot of money too. So.
I would imagine so. It's a lot of work just to put the plumbing in, and then you have your fence in there, and then you have your individual people. Hey, I want you to go over to Shasta Park and look and see what they're doing. It's really fantastic. There's a lot of growth right now. Things are happening. We just have beginning pictures, but that was back in April. Now they actually have some real signs of growth, and you'll see the labor-intensive care that they've been putting into this garden. On this tour that's coming up on June 23rd, you'll see older gardens. People have been working on that for a long time. Go and take that tour. Get a hold of, let me see, the Spring Hill Nursery and Garden, and they can actually get your tickets for that. Steve, give us a little more information that we need about what's coming up. How long do people have the garden spots?
You have the garden spot for a year. I think it runs March to March. It's essentially a growing season. And of course, you can renew if you like it, want to do it again, keep renewing. And we hope to get more people next year and really fill it up.
All right.
The cost per plot is 6 by 6 at $15 for the whole year, and 2 6x6s would be $30, and a 12 by 12 is $50 for the year.
And where does that money go to?
Just go into the shed, everything. Just goes to our club and all the stuff we're basically building. We also have we're gonna be in the parade, the 4th of July parade.
So we're take your whole garden over
We're
there?
working to try to have that happen. We have a guy named Alex who's contributed a lot to our garden. He owns the Peace Garden. He has a 40 style tractor that's red, and so we're gonna try to have some sort of theme and music and to get the word out so people know about the community garden.
Exactly. Well, that's what we're hoping this show will do, is give you a little more community insight there.
Yeah.
Hey, there was something I wanted to ask you. What was it? Come back here. Again, tell us the phone number.
926-7766, and the website is MountShastaCommunityGarden.com.
And MountShastaCommunityGarden.com. Now, also, we're going to have a special coming up, Going Green. And on June 30th, there's going to be an open house out by the Pluto Caves. And you can call Gigi at, I don't know her number. Well, anyway, there's Going Green, and they're a community that has converted or are converting over to natural ways of putting their gardens together. It's over by the Lavender Garden and the Horse Rescue Garden. And also, we have electric cars coming up. We're going to be doing a special on electric vehicles, NEVs, and also motorized bicycles, electric bicycles. So if anybody out there has any connections for myself, give me a call here at the studio, and we'll set up a time where we can film. If you have an electric vehicle or a converted vehicle, We want to know more about that. We want to see it. We want to ride it. We want to hear what you got to do with it. Man, you know, I want to thank everybody who put together our beautiful decor here. The stage is absolutely wonderful. We got flowers and scarecrows, and it's just very, very nice that Kathy and a few others put that together. Anything else?
Thanks for having us, Arthur.
Yeah, very good. You know, I wanted to get involved with the community garden, but I just considered a lot of things, and so I'll pass this year, but next year I just might do it. And that way it'll be a little more together.
Well, thanks for coming out and checking it out. That was fun.
Yeah, I really like the idea.
Nice.
And
it's gonna get better every year, you know.
Yes,
it's just developing, it really is.
It will. It'll get better, and while people can go over there and check it out, do you have any meetings coming up that the community can go to? Like
we really just have our meetings as we need them. We meet about every 2 weeks for things like the
the community
parade.
can go and watch and see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, and if someone's interested, they're welcome to join and check it out. Start gardening.
It's gardening.
Get some healthy organic stuff that you've grown yourself.
We'll have a big harvest feast sometime later, I'm sure.
The big harvest feast.
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know. We're going to try to do this little intro for the community garden and other gardens once a month, and we'll let you know when that harvest feast is going to be. Yep. Let me see. I believe that's about it. I just want everybody to realize that going green is the best thing to do, because things are going to be changing in the world, and it's going to be starting everywhere.